You've got something about cars at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah.
4x4s one week.
Mm-hmm. And now the smaller version. And these make perfect Christmas presents. So if you get one for Christmas, remote control car, and you want to know where to go to race them, these are the people you want to meet.
How much then? Because when we went out to see model aeroplanes, they were like 300 quid a piece.
Yeah, they vary. They vary.
From
20 quid all the way up to £500.
Wow.
So, but yes,
when you're buying my Christmas present, Kev, the £500 one is fine by me. I won't be embarrassed.
Okay. Yes, unfortunately, last week, if it was raining, you know, I was driving on the moors, I'd have the heating on inside, roof keeping me, but no. On this particular day, I met Jonathan Firmin, the man from Plymouth Remote Control Racing Club in Plymouth, and he explained all about the club.
So it's Tuesday night on John Govier's Late Night Radio Show, and for this week's Kev's Club of the Week, I'm currently standing in the garden shed with Jonathan Firmin from Plymouth RC Racing. Jonathan, thanks for inviting me down today.
That's all right, good to have you here.
We're talking remote control car racing today, and as you can hear in the background, there is one currently going around your track. Your very impressive looking track. We're here on the outskirts of Plymouth. When I turned up, I must admit, I was expecting a field with a few obstacles built in. That's not the case.
No, that's how generally a lot of clubs start off. We started very similar sort of thing. We had a field with a load of weeds that they all needed cutting down. But it's a lot of hassle to keep setting the track up and packing it away, setting it up and packing it up. So we've got a purpose-built one here where we just turn up, open the gates at the beginning of the day, have a day's racing and close the gates at the end of the day. So there's no packing up involved.
If you're listening at home and wondering what all the noise is, we're in the pit area, I suppose you could call this. Everyone's trying to get their cars sorted and up working again. Tell us about radio control cars. How popular is it?
It's actually quite surprising. It's a very popular hobby. A lot of people I speak to, and I know for myself, you see know a lot of people with them, but very few people know of clubs where they can get together and actually participate as a group, have organised racing. It's one of those things, especially for Christmases and things like that, everyone seems to want them, but then never knows where to run them.
Can we just talk a bit about the cars then? Because can we just have a look at yours? Is that all right? We'll step out of the shed because I think the rain stopped in a moment. Yeah. First of all, this is your car. What type of car is this?
This is what's classed as a 1/5 scale petrol engine. The engine capacity of this one's a 26cc running on 2-stroke unleaded petrol. Speeds are capable of around 40 to 50 mile an hour on a good day, but on an average day you race between 30 to 40 mile an hour.
There is just one going round at the moment. I'm surprised how loud they are.
Yeah, that one's actually slightly smaller. That's a 1/8 monster truck. It runs a slightly different fuel. It's a nitromethanol fuel.
It's crashed.
Yes, if you get the jumps wrong you can make a bit of a mess of them like that. But generally the reason for the different note of noise, most people will be used to the sound of mine because mine's the equivalent of having a strimmer motor in mine. The little nitromethanol ones are around 3.5cc, 4cc, you've even got down to 2.1cc, but they pull a lot faster revs. Those rev around 25 to 30,000 RPM, whereas mine only does 18 to 20,000, so it's a totally different note.
So Jonathan, you're just making a few last-minute preparations for your car before it hits the track then. Are these all just bought ready to race, or do you build them up yourself from scratch?
There's two different kit styles you can get them. One, you can get them as a kit form where you build yourself. Other cars do come pre-built, just add your fuel and away you go. So there's a bit of a mix and match really.
How fast then can they get?
Top sort of speeds are around a 50 mile an hour sort of speed, but generally on a racetrack like this you're looking 30, 40 mile an hour sort of speed.
We'll talk more about your racetrack. I know you've touched on it briefly at the beginning. Every club, every remote control car racing club like this, does it have its own track, or do some people, like we were talking about, go out onto the moors or just a big open space to race?
A lot of clubs actually aren't quite as lucky as us. They do actually have just a field which they've got to set up their track every week and progress from there. I know a couple of other clubs that I've raced at and set up. Yes, they are still at the stage where on a Saturday spend a couple of hours setting the track up for a race on Sunday, then for them to pack up the track. We also know a lot of people that like race at our local track started off as what we nickname moor racers, where they do start just playing on the moors, open fields, but then they find out about us and then practice on the track.
I'm kind of naive then in assuming that I turn up today and all the cars will just be going around. There's a lot of work then. You can't just turn up, go around the track, have a break, go around the track again. It's constant maintenance then, is it?
Can be at times. Sometimes we can be quite unfortunate where you can have breakages. Other days you can have a clean run where it is literally, like say, start your engine, and go have your race, come in, that's it, have a break and then go out again.
Well, we'll have a break. I'll let you get your car ready. Maybe when we come back I'll learn, see how it's done. I guess it's not that easy. I'm looking at some of the remote controls. It looks completely complicated to me.
Yeah, well, it's not too difficult. There's 2 styles of controllers. We'll find a car and a setup that will get you running on, not a problem at all.
Excellent. Okay, we'll have a pause for a piece of music, and I think Tracy Chapman and Fast Cars is quite appropriate for this occasion. That was Tracy Chapman and Fast Cars. It's Tuesday night on John Govey's late night radio show. It means it's my night. It's Kev's Club of the Week, and I'm out on the outskirts of the moors in Plymouth today, remote control car racing with the Plymouth RC Racing Club, and Rob is one of the members. Hi, Rob.
Hiya.
You were talking earlier about your car and having to do a bit of maintenance work on it this morning so far.
Yeah, got to keep the water at the electrics with it raining and that, but bottom's just stalled now, I see.
Has it really? So, weather permitting, I know that you guys go out any weather. Is there anything that would stop you coming in?
Thunderstorm, probably.
Thunderstorm, I suppose.
Thunderstorm over here, yeah, but no, not a lot.
How long have you been a member of the club?
Since about September, so I haven't been that long, really.
And why is it that you wanted to join?
Just something to do. Is actually the son that's more involved with it. He's got bored going out on the moors doing the same thing week in, week out. We saw the club come along and been here ever since.
Keeping your car, is it a bit like keeping a real car on the road?
Yeah, it can be, yeah, because it's the price of the cars in that and the fuel in that. Like I said before, you can actually go out and buy a car cheaper. But it's a good hobby, good fun.
Are you constantly looking then to update your model? I mean, this car, apart from looking rather muddy this one, how old is it?
That is since October, so it's not even a month old yet.
So do you collect them, or once you finish with one, do you sell them on and buy another?
Well, we collect them. We've actually got an electric one in the car that we're not going to run today because it's a bit wet for the motor and that.
Okay, well, I'm going to move back over to Jonathan, see how he's getting on with his car. It's probably is it the biggest car here today, Jonathan? Is that because you're in charge?
It's the biggest scale we've got here. We've got a few people that actually run this one scale. At the moment, the biggest entry we've had is about 4 or 5 in the one class. I'm the only one today with them, purely because this class is my passion. As
a rather large gust of wind comes across us, I shall let you get your car ready, and when it is all set up, maybe you can talk me through the controls and see how I master just one bend, maybe.
Yep, not a problem at all.
So we're up on the, what do they call this? It's just the race platform?
This is the rostrum where all the driver's rostrum, so we can see the track a lot easier.
We won't spend too much time on it because it's quite windy. I don't want it to topple over. I'm sure it won't.
No.
Your car's good to go. You're holding the remote control. It's not like the ones I remember. There's just one stick forward, left, right, backwards.
It's not too difficult. We've only really got 2 controls. On the right hand side we've got your steering on your right hand stick, and then on your left hand stick you've got throttle and brake.
Okay, so you push it forward to go faster.
Yeah, as it's sat at the moment, while nothing's running, it's got an automatic clutch. But as you push forward to bring the engine revs up, that engages the clutch and away you go. The further you push forward, the faster the engine goes and the faster you go around the track.
Okay, alright. Can I have a quick go, see if I can master the first bend?
Yeah, not a problem.
I shall take the control. If you hold the microphone, just ever so gently, there you go, that's fine. So I'm going to move forward now. So I just push it forward, do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh. I'm forgetting that I do actually need to turn. I've made the first bend, that's about it.
You're actually doing very well for a first time driver on this.
I'm coming up to the... Oh! I'm amazed how fast it's going, and the steering is quite sensitive. I've done the... Do you know, I said I might not be able to get all the way around, but I'm not doing too badly, I don't suppose.
No, for a first time driver you are doing very, very well indeed on this.
Oh no, hang on, I cut the corner. I think that's illegal, isn't it? Yeah.
You lose half a lap for that.
Jonathan, thank you very much. That is... And this time of the year, remote control cars make perfect Christmas presents as well.
Yes, they do. I know it's a lot of thing that a lot of people ask for, and it's a very enjoyable hobby to get into.
And if anybody wants to find out more, and maybe even join after Christmas, the Plymouth RC Racing Club?
If they want to find out more, there's 2 places they can find out information. One is directly on our website. The address is plymouthRC.co.uk, and the other place is if you look on YouTube and do a search for Plymouth RC, we've got a couple of promotional videos on there showing what antics we get up to.
Okay, well we're going to race some more, get out of the wind. Jonathan, thanks very much, and cheers guys for letting me come along.